We're back in Star Citizen. Oh my gosh. Trying out 1440p instead of 1080p. And to say that the performance is worse is an understatement. And yeah, this is really bad. So this is max settings at the moment, 1440p, and surprisingly the game is running at 14 FPS. Actually running is subjective. It's not really. I think I'm gonna switch it now because I don't think I should walk out there because this might just crash my entire thing. GPU is running 100%. Wow. This is all the settings turned down to one level. We gain no additional frames. Doesn't even look like that's working. Holy crap. Wow. This game really is extremely difficult to run. 8 gigabytes of VRAM is not the best. This is only running at, my GPU is only running at 50%. Oh, now it's going up to in the 60s. I turned it back to highest quality settings, so well, just the quality, not everything else. And to say the performance is not good, I think we should just skip all the other settings and go straight down to lowest 1440p. Because this is really, really disappointing. Wow. Lowest settings at 1440p. No FPS gained, roughly. Maybe like 2 to 3 FPS from 15 up to like 18. This is actually extremely disappointing. All the clouds are off also. Wow. Poppin' is absolutely crazy. This game just runs so much better. I am screwed. I can't even get close to the elevator because when it goes in, it goes out. Wow, 26 gigabytes of RAM in usage out of my 32. Dang. I have not played this game in a while, so to say the least that I've forgotten where to go and stuff is, whoa, that's horrible, is an understatement, but this game does look good nonetheless. Definitely gonna need like a 3080 to run this game at 1440p in any sense. So I think we're gonna go down to 1080, and for you guys, the screen is probably gonna get really small because I have no idea how to fix when it doesn't fit into the screen, or how to fix the scaling issue for you guys. But for me, it'll look normal. So let's try 1080p. As you can see, guys, it's wow. That is actually just horrible. It's now for me, it's extremely fuzzy because I'm on a 1440p monitor, but we've gained since the highest at 1440p about 10 FPS to like 25. Never mind, I'd say about 7 or 8 FPS overall. And this is 1080p low because I forgot to change it. This is the lowest 1080p. Now I'm actually concerned that I think something's really wrong with my PC because I was getting roughly 50 FPS in areas like this at 1080p low, if I remember correctly. And now I'm getting half of that, less than it actually. Can't even play at 1440p. And here we are. Here, oh my gosh, this is horrible. So when my last video is getting a lot of traction now, so that's why I decided to make this video. And for some reason, it looks like I'm having more issues than I had last time. And the suspected culprit is my RAM. And for some reason, when I upgraded to Windows 11 on Omen, you can't change your RAM settings anymore, which is a huge issue. And hopefully they look into it, because I think my RAM may be running at base clocks, and this is maybe why I'm getting such horrible performance on all this. Hopefully that's it, but I'm using 28 gigs of my RAM, so it doesn't seem like it's completely being limited by that. My GPU is only being used like in the 30s, which I don't understand what's going on. My CPU is at 100% usage. Huh. Now we're to max settings in 1080p. No clarity difference. Actually, a slight clarity difference, but it's still kind of bad. In here, we're getting decent FPS, except for massive spikes. Horrible spikes. I wouldn't mind getting a Hercules. Seems like pretty cool. I gotta fix my PC issue, whatever it is, for some reason. This is really gonna screw things up. But this is the 3060 Ti, obviously, and the GPU, the CPU, you guys can't tell. It's a 5800X. So it being 100% is kind of crazy. Okay, for some reason my performance is going up. And the CPU is being used less, which is confusing to say the least. And if you guys did not know, the scaling from 1440p from 1080p is roughly 77% more pixels in 1440p over 1080p. So that's why the performance uplift when it's literally nothing, not a 77% increase, is when the game is unoptimized. And this game is, I have a suspicion, a little unoptimized. So I'm going to change this back to 1440p in a minute, because for some reason now we're going almost to 40 FPS, which is this is very confusing to me. But, performance gains, that's great. Wow, the clarity is amazing now. Now this is playable frame rates, if barely, by my standards. Very sad to think that a new generation GPU is brought to its knees and barely playing 30 FPS and not even a stable 30 FPS. GPU is being used to 99%, so unlike last time when it's at 1440p, at least the GPU is being used. But not all the memory, unlike last time. Seems they helped with the memory issue. Hangar 07. I have to say, this game is still quite stunning. It's never really changed. That was a little too fast. But here we are. My little Drake Cutlass Black. I probably spent too much money on. What? Oh. That's neat. Instead of having to go to the thing, you now open it like that. I like that. I love the pristine feel of walking in your own ship. That's something I never bore of with Star Citizen, but that is definitely not loading in. Holy crap. We're definitely gonna just try going out of here. Up here, things don't seem too bad. Now, obviously, actually, that's a lie. I would love it to be 30 FPS. in the low 20s is not something I prefer in the slightest, especially when flying a spaceship. So 1440p not the best. So let's try out some 1080p. 1080p looks to be roughly 30 FPS, which is playable. But I would die for 30 FPS, but I'm not going down to 720p, which is probably where I'd get close to fit. Actually, I probably wouldn't even get close. Now that I think about it. Ooh, look at that! I figured out how to change my. Okay, anyways, speedy now. It's N to the landing gear. It's just like I left. Game has its issues, even though it looks extremely fuzzy in 1080p. Definitely playable. So you got a 1080p monitor, you'll be fine with a 3060 Ti, I guess. 16 gig, you might 16 gig. Don't even try anything below 16 gigabytes of RAM. Don't even try. That's a funny joke, I know. Anyways, guys, hope you guys enjoyed this weird video. I'm gonna try to figure out what's wrong with my RAM, because I think this is some of the issues with my performance. Even though I got 25 gigs up of my 32 used right now. I'll see you guys in the next one, though. Have a good day. I want to get back into this game, because who would have thought I'd be extremely rich when I came back with 125k? Dang. Okay. Well. Have a good one. Bye-bye.